This is an interesting firm. Somebody referred me out to a guy named Nick. So I went out and see how I could help Nick. And I actually got a chance to meet Jack Osborne, a really nice guy. Religious, clean cut, an attorney who explained what they do. And I thought, well, this is cool. And I told Nick, you don't need me. It looks like you're in good hands. So anyway, a few months later, Moises Estrada Jr., I've been helping him since November. His ex was found to be a drug smuggler. So it should have been a clean-cut case in family court with, what's her name? Judge Elaine Kiefer. But Elaine Kiefer's attitude was, well, how do we know that she's in prison? How does she know that you have, how did you find this out? And he says it's on the internet, and she laughed at him. So on the same day, the grandmother, Sandra Martinez, I believe, also goes as Sandra Hinojosa, was in the courthouse, in family court in San Jacinto. So she knew that there was a case over the situation of Estrada and Amber Reyes. But instead, she went down to the civil courthouse in Riverside and filed for custody because her daughter was now in prison. I mean, it's a husband and wife thing, or a man and a woman thing to have custody over their kids. So why does this grandmother want these 3 kids? I'll tell you why. Because I believe 2 of them are autistic, and they get a pretty nice good check from Social Security. So as long as she has custody of these kids, she has money for life, or at least until they're 18. Or maybe if they can't manage themselves past 18, she definitely will be taking care of them for life. But why am I here? I'm here because all of a sudden I hear that the court appointed Brown, White, and Osborne to take care of the conservatorship or to deal with this case. And so I realized, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Nick received like $800,000 from a grandfather or a relative. It was his cut from the will. But he was homeless at the time, so he had blown $300,000. So there was justification for the county to come in and help him out and keep his money safe. Because all his little drug addict friends were using him and abusing him and spending his money. But here's the thing. Moises Estrada also got a nice size retirement check in the millions. Not a retirement check, but disability check in the millions. It took him 5 years to get it. He had fallen in a construction job, and he was concreted. A lot of his body parts are all pretty screwed up. So he was pretty happy when he found out his ex was found with 60 pounds of meth at the border. But the reason why I'm here is there's something fishy going on here with Brown, White, and Osborne. In the Moises Estrada case, they're fighting really hard for the grandmother to have custody of the kids, claiming that he's incapable of taking care of the kids because of his disability. And then the judge and the CPS, that's another video I'll be doing later about CPS and Temecula. They're all against Moises because they all want to make sure this case keeps going to court so Brown, White, and Osborne can get paid. Also, so that way Moises Estrada's income is depleted. The man's already stressed out physically because of his disability. Now he's stressed out mentally because he went through one hurdle. That hurdle was a lying mom, his children's mom. She lied. She played him. She hung out with him, and at the same time she filed a restraining order on him that he didn't even know about until I got involved. And I says, dude, there's a restraining order for 5 years on you, and you need to stay away from her. So anyway, I'm here at Brown, White, and Osborne, and I want to show you that they're in Redlands. They also have an office in Los Angeles also. Oh, they have a Riverside office. I didn't see this. It wasn't on the card, so maybe they moved to Riverside because it's a lot easier and faster. But the card I was given by Jack Osborne was Redlands. So they do have an office in Riverside, so I'll probably be headed there after this. But folks, you need to question how our court system works. You need to question how certain people keep getting all the work. Let's see if I turn this light off. In our court system, and why they work so hard in keeping people's children from themselves. I mean, Moises, he should clearly get his kids. The woman also lied. She was a drug addict, and she had her drug addict boyfriends with him. So the DA dropped 2 charges of domestic violence because it wasn't. It was fabricated by her and her boyfriend, or boyfriends at the time of the 2 incident. So things are getting cleaned up for Moises, but he still has to go through this hurdle, which is being made complicated and created by walls, so that way Brown, White, and Osborne can continue to extract money from Moises Estrada. They want to know what his settlement was last year. What does that matter? This isn't a custody case. Isn't this a custody to see who should have the kids? Why does it matter how much he got last year? And the amount is really big, but he only got 1/3 of that. So everybody's thinking, oh my God. Plus also he was so panicky because she claimed that she was still his wife. So he went out and spent all his money. So really he doesn't have any money, but they still don't want to move forward on the case until Moises comes up with his settlement paperwork, which was stolen from him at his mother's house by Amber Reyes, the mother of his 3 sons. But does the court care about that? No, all they care about is making a sick man go after documents that's already been filed. But anyway, folks, you'll pay attention, keep close, because all this is going to add up soon. All right? I'll be doing a video with Nick here soon too. And this is what their office looks like. Trying to look very transparent. Please share this. This is the reason why we don't need a court system. It's just created just to make people's lives miserable. They don't really solve problems. It'll take many years, lots of money before something gets settled.